Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be sewing the blouse that we cut on the last video. So my last video upload was how to cut a madam blouse. Today will be the sewing tutorial. So if you've not watched the cutting tutorial, please go and check it. I'm going to leave it on the description box below. So here is the lace and the mirror face underneath it. So I explained on the other video that you need to use gum to glue this together, just the way I'm showing it. You need to use gum. Just put your gum around this part here, all these parts, all the edges. You just put a gum there, and then you place your lace on the mirror face. That means where you'll be putting the gum will be on the mirror face. Okay, then you place your lace on top of it. Okay, on the right side of the mirror face, then you place your lace on it, so to hold it together. You can also sew on it if you want. You can sew on it. Okay, so I did the same thing to this back panel, and now we're going to start sewing. So I'm going to break this beads that I have here when I'm sewing this. So you place it right sides facing each other like so. You start sewing from the down up to the neckline. I'm going to repeat the same to this other side. You start sewing from the hem up to the neckline, and this is the front panel. I'm going to show you how I'll be cutting my pad, because I'll be padding this, so I'll be showing you how to cut the pad. Okay, so all you need to do is to get one of your panel from your bust line. You go up by 4 inches. Okay, so this is the bust line. I went up by 4 inches, and then you mark like so, and then from the you connect up to your on the bust. So to know the accurate measurement, measure from this point excuse me, 5 inches from your bust side. Okay, you measure 5 inches inward, and then you connect. Okay, that is the width for the breast pad. The length is 4 inches above your under bust, and then you stop at your under bust. So as you can see, this one, you end at the under bust. Okay, this middle one here, this is how you're going to cut from your bust line. You go up by 4 inches, you mark. This is the 4 inches. Okay, and then it ends at the under bust. Okay, the same goes to the side panel. Okay, like I said, the side part, you measure the width. The width is 5 inches. Okay, so I'm cutting out the excess I have here. So after this, I'm going to start sewing. You're going to place it right side facing each other. Okay, like so. You place right side facing each other, and then you sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Sew from the down part towards the neck. Okay, so I like joining mine from the hem to the neckline. Okay, so I'll do the same thing to this side, and here I'm done doing that. This is what you will have after joining your front panel together. So now I'm going to open this up and notch, and after notching we'll be cutting our neckline. So I'll advise not to press open the seam of this breast pad because of the lace inside. The lace is net, so if you try to iron it, it's going to burn, except if you will be adding what is it called, hanky, white hanky. Okay, except you use your hanky to iron, and if you're using a steam iron, is fine. If you're using a dry iron, you need to soak your hanky, okay, so that it will not burn. So now we are going to cut the neckline. So I'll join the armhole together like so, and I'll use my pin to hold it together. And then you measure the neckline you want. You can use any neckline of your choice. You can use a round neck, you can use a sweetheart neck, you can use a V neck. And then I'll be marking 3 inches. Remember, we did -4. Okay, so now I'm going to mark my shoulder. I'll remark my shoulder. My shoulder is 8 minus 1.5, we'll have 6.5, then plus 1/2 inch for sewing of the sleeve, so I have 7. So now I'm going to remark the neckline. The neckline is 3 inches. I went down at the mid center front by 3 inches. Okay, as you can see, I went in by 3 inches. Remember, we did -4 before, so depend on what you want, or maybe from your breast pad you just go up by 1 inch. Okay, from your breast pad you go up by 1 inch, and then you curve. Okay, so right now I'm going to curve. I said I'm using, or I used, a sweetheart neckline, so you can use v-neck, round neck, any neck of your choice. So after connecting, I'm going to cut this out. Okay, and I'm going to recurve my armhole. Okay, so this is what you have after cutting your neckline. So everything I did to the main lace, I'm going to repeat the same on the lining. I joined the lining together and then I cut the neckline. Okay, I use this to trace the neckline. So whatever you do to your main lace or main fabric, you repeat the same to the lining. So for the back panel, I'm going to go sew my zip. Okay, so here is the back panel. I've joined it together with 1/2 inch seam, and now we are going to go join, attach the zipper to the fabric. Okay, so now I'm going to go sew my zip and I'll be back. So everything I did here, I also did the same to the lining. And if you have excess, just trim it out like so. Okay, if you notice any excess, just trim it out. It's fine. Okay, so this is what I have. After that, I'll just go and fix the zipper. So here I'm done fixing the zip, and this is what it looks like. And here is the front panel. So this is the lining. I sewed the lining exactly the same way I did to the main fabric, the lace. Okay, and I press iron the seam of the lining. I press open the seam of the lining, and now I'm going to turn the lace with the lining. I'm going to start from the down part. I'll sew the hem. I'll sew the hem up to this point, and then I'll pull it up to turn the neckline. And after turning the neckline, I'll sew the sides. Okay, so this is what I mean. I sew the hem and then I pull it up, and after pulling it up, I sew the neckline, and then I top stitch on the neckline also on the lining, and then I sew the side. Hope this is clear enough. You start sewing from the hem and then you take it upwards to the neckline, you turn the neckline, and then you sew the side, and after which you're going to turn it out from the armhole. The armhole is the only open place we have here now, so I'm turning the fabric, the front panel, now from the armhole. Okay, so after turning, this is what it should look like, and I'm going to iron the front panel, but from the lining. Do not iron from your lace side because it will burn. Okay, the lace is net, so it's going to burn if you iron from the lace, so I'll be ironing the inside. Okay, so after this, now we're going to go turn the back panel. Okay, so we are going to set this aside, and then this is the back panel. Okay, you get your lining and then you place it right side facing the right side of each other like so. Then you turn the hemline, you sew on the hemline, you pull it upward and sew the neckline with 1/2 inch seam. After that, you're going to sew the zipper side from the neckline upward or from the hem upward, and you also sew the side. Okay, so this is it. This is what I was talking about. I'm done doing that. I'm trying to show you guys that the second seam is not exactly on where I sew my zipper the first time, but this thing is not focusing. Okay, so it's not focusing. I'm going to turn this now from the armhole just like we did to the front. Like I said, you're going to sew the hem first, you pull your lining upward, and then you turn the neckline, and then you sew the two sides of the panel, including the zipper side. You turn the side and also the zipper area, and then the only place that will be left open now will be your armhole. That is where you're going to turn this from. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, so I did the same to the other second panel for the back, and now I'm going to turn it from the armhole just like I did to the other one. Like this. Okay, so this is what we have. It's going to be neat on the inside and the outside, so I'm going to zip this up. I use a stone zip for this. You can use any zip of your choice. So make sure you iron your neckline and the hemline so that it will stay in place. Like I said earlier, you iron from the inside. Okay, so after this, I'm going to go shape the blouse. I'll place the front panel on top, right sides facing each other like this, and then I'll go shape the side. Okay, and after shaping the side, you take your measurement and shape the side. Okay, after that, I'll fix my sleeve. So you can use any sleeve of your choice, and if you're interested in the sleeve I used, if you want to see how I make it, just let me know in the comment and I'll try and upload a video on that. So but we are done with the blouse, and this is the sleeve I want to use for this. Okay, so I'll just go and fix it, shape and fix. Okay, so guys, I've done that. I fixed one side of the sleeve, and so I want to show you guys something on the armhole. So you can remark your armhole, cross check it to know if it's still the same size. So you place your -4 or minus whatever you're using on the neckline like so, and then you remark. So as you can see, mine is a bit shorter, and then you recurve your armhole and cut, and that is all. You fix your sleeve. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and share this video, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.